Hi guys, so in this video we're going to be looking at how to add numbers together using the formal method. What some people refer to as either chimney sums or column sums. So the most important thing with formal addition is to make sure that your columns are all lined up as accurately as possible. So in this sum we have tens and we have units. So the units are all going to need to be lined up and the tens are all going to need to be lined up. So, the first number here is 43, and the next number is 52. So I've lined up the units, and I've lined up the tens. I'm going to put my addition sign and my equal sign here. Okay, now, what I'm going to start with is the units. We always start with the smallest possible number. In this case, it would be the units. So I'm going to do 3 plus 2 first of all, and that's 5. So I'm going to write that under there. Next I move on to the next column, in this case the tens, and that's 4 plus 5, which is 9. And so we get our answer 95. Now, that's fairly simple and it doesn't involve any exchanging, but if we look at the next problem, this one does involve a little bit of exchanging. So we're going to start off similarly to before. We'll line up our columns, so we'll take the first number, 49, and 28. The units lined up and the tens all lined up very carefully. But this time, 9 plus 8 adds up to a number that is more than 10. And because it's more than 10, it's going to be too big to fit into the units column. So 9 plus 8 is 17. And 17 is made up of a 10 and a 7. So the 7, that can fit in the units column. That's that's small enough to fit into the units column. The 10, however, is going to have to go up and wait in the tens column. And it's going to wait until it can be used there. Okay? Some people refer to this as putting it on the shelf, but really what we're doing is we are exchanging 10 units for 1 10. Now, we add up all the items in this column. So we have a 4 and a 2 and a 1. The 1 has come from the units column here. So 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So we get our final answer, 77. Lastly, for this problem, we're going to look at this sum, which involves a little bit more exchanging. So here we have 678, this time involving hundreds as well. Need to be very careful in lining up my columns here. And 268. Draw my equal sign and my addition sign. Okay, now 8 plus 8 again adds up to more than 10. It adds up to 16. So the 6 from 16 can fit into the units column, but the 10 is going to have to move up into the tens column. So we're exchanging 10 units for 1 10. Now we add up all the items in this column. So 6 plus 7, or 7 plus 6, is 13. Add on the 1 is 14. Again, this is too big to fit in this column. 14 is made up of a 4 and a 10. Now the 4 can fit in, but the 10 is going to have to wait in the next column, in this case the hundreds column. Now we can add up all the items in the hundreds. So we add up 6 plus 2, which is 8, plus 1, 9. Now, the number one mistake that people make when it comes to addition using the formal method is forgetting to add on any items that they've exchanged. So they will often forget to add on the ones in this case. Very important that you don't forget to do that. But if you follow these steps exactly, you'll always arrive at the correct answer.